My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. 30 plus years of clinical experience at high level in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you about how me, Dr. B, I clean my own butthole twice a day for perfect, pristine hygiene. Guys, as a doctor, you see, I shouldn't criticize patients. But believe me, I've been in medicine for 30 plus years. And you will not believe how a lot of my patients and patients at the hospitals and everywhere else lack basic hygienes, right? It's unbelievable. I'm not talking here about a detailed hygiene, like, oh, make sure that there's nothing under your fingernails or blah, 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 right? Basic freaking hygiene. I feel bad saying this. I'm not using any name. But if I had to do a study, an epidemiological study, right, as a doctor, as a healthcare professional, about what percentage of patients who go to a hospital or clinics to see a doctor, a nurse, to do a physical exam, to do a test, blah, 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 lack basic hygienes and are just plain, I would say, dirty, I would say 30%. Almost 1/3 of patients who go to see their doctor, their chiropractor, their dentist, to do a blood test, to go to a hospital, to the clinic, to go see a nurse, blah, 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 are really plain dirty. Their clothes are dirty, their shoes are dirty, their underwears are dirty, their socks are dirty. I mean, it's unbelievable. Their t-shirts are dirty. Their mouth is just smelling like they haven't been to a dentist for 2 years. For God's sake, I feel bad saying this, but I would love one day to have with a colleague. I need some help because it's a large study. To do a study by random anonymously without displaying the name of any patients. Obviously, we have to follow HIPAA, right? HIPAA laws, and a doctor has to treat a patient regardless of any gender, blah, 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 and that's what I do. And I took the Hippocratic oath to treat patients like as if they were family. But from their clothes to their hair, to their teeth, to their shoes, to their socks, to their underwear, to their body odor, to their genitalia, you cannot imagine how many people, how many patients. And remember that patients don't come from the sky. They are a reflection of society. Right? Patients come from society. And it's unbelievable. 1/3 almost, 30%, just lack proper hygiene. You cannot imagine how many times I've been invited to neighbors' apartments or homes, for, watching a football, this, that. I meet a neighbor at the gym, and he invites me to go watch the movie, TV, blah, 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 have a beer. You cannot imagine how their apartments are dirty. The guy, so I go pee, right, because I had some, I apologize, I don't drink beer, but I had some drinks, orange juice, blah, 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 healthy food. I don't eat their nasty foods, but I participate in the fun, right? So I go to the restroom. My God, the restroom is so nasty. The guy didn't wash the toilet for the last 50 years. I mean, it's unbelievable how people live. The home of somebody, the apartment of somebody is a reflection of that person. Their the cleanliness of their body, of their clothes, of their shoes, of their underwear, of their socks, is a reflection of the cleanliness of their apartment. And I feel bad saying that, but as a doctor, I have to ask people to undress so that I can check their heart, their brain, their liver, kidney, prostate, testicular ultrasound to look for testicular cancer, seeing pregnant women doing OB ultrasound, doing ultrasound through the vagina to check the ovaries, the uterus, blah, blah, blah. My God, the body odor, the genitalia odor, the shoes, the clothes, people. And then I remember sometimes people, instead of throwing that nasty underwear in the garbage, right, and wearing his pants and going home wearing something, the guy puts back these nasty underwear, these nasty shirts that they have. I don't know, don't they wash themselves? Don't they take a shower? Obviously not, because 30% are really dirty, I swear to God. And I feel bad saying that, but I'm saying that as a reflection of the greater society. I mean, people are dirty by 30%, and I see that when I go to parties and, I get invited here and there and blah, 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 I don't go that much as before. I used to go all the time to parties. Now I'm less, But still here and there, a coworker invites you, a neighbor invites you, and blah, blah, blah. And my God, it's just like restaurants, right? You go to these bars or restaurants, the toilets are nasty, the restrooms are nasty, dirty. You don't even want to touch anything, because they are so nasty. Now imagine the food. If the toilet and the restrooms of that restaurant are so nasty, imagine what happens in the kitchen. And then they bring you that food and blah, blah, blah. Ugh, it is so dirty, so nasty. Dr. B, guys, my hygiene is pristine, perfect. There's from my body to my clothes, to my hair, to my teeth, to my apartment. You won't find a grain of dust. Everything is pristine, clean. My toilet, my bathroom, my sink, my kitchen, they are pristine. They are not clean, they are pristine. I'm so germophobe. And you won't see a tiny, nasty little bug in my apartment. If I see a bug that by chance got through, I don't know how, from the entrance door when I came in or from my balcony, I have a screen on my balcony to prevent any freaking bug to get in. But sometimes you open accidentally, one bug come in. My God, I go crazy. I have to spend half an hour to find that bug and kill it and throw it away. No bug can come here, no microbe, no nothing. Because the hygiene in my apartment, I live in a small apartment. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. It has a beautiful bathroom, pristine kitchen, nice beautiful balcony, 1 bedroom. Everything is nicely decorated, clean. I don't need more. I'm not a minimalist, but I'm an essentialist. I surround myself by only what I need. Right? I have a simple car, 10-year-old Honda Accord, which runs pretty good on gas. It's clean, beautiful. I don't own any other properties than what I own. My life is simple. I live with frugality, modesty, simplicity, blah, blah, blah. But hygiene is number one in my life, and it should be also in your life, the life of everybody. Unfortunately, it is not. People just don't bathe. People don't brush their teeth. People don't go to the dentist. I talk to the patients. I always talk face to face, just like I'm talking to you, right? 3 feet apart, that's it. The breath of the person is, I don't say anything, obviously, but I'm like, my God, how can this guy not figure out? Well, you do. This, you should see, you should smell that your breath is smelling nasty, and go see a dentist. And while the guy is talking to me, right, you're smiling, I can see, my God, the teeth, like the guy hasn't been to a dentist for 10 years. How is it possible? I mean, I don't get it. This minimum hygiene that people need to have, right? Today, I'm going to tell you, among other perfect and pristine hygiene elements of my body, my apartment, blah, 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 how I clean my butthole, my anus. The medical term for butthole is anus, twice a day. I go poop in the morning after my breakfast, right? I get up in the morning, have my breakfast, go take my shower, blah, 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 shave, blah, blah, blah. Before I take my shower, I poop. And of course, I posted a video. I poop always in the sitting position. I apologize, squatting position, not sitting. And I posted a video about how you need to sit down on these traditional Western toilets, right? You need to not sit on it, but you need to squat on it. And I posted a video about that, how I poop squatting. And then, of course, I cleanse my rectum by this little, and I have these little bottles that I fill with simple water. I put it inside, do my mini enema 2 or 3 times. Well, my rectum is clean, no poop at all. Make sure you watch that video, because 99% of people just poop and then they get up and they don't realize how much poop is left inside in their rectum. You see, once you poop, the rectum that holds the poop, you poop, and then you don't feel that you want to poop, but you don't realize how much your rectum is still full of poop. But you don't feel that sensation because it's not dilated. It's just like that. It takes a certain amount of stretching, dilation. It has to dilate like a balloon of your rectum for that sensation of pooping to go to your brain and tell you need to poop, right? Until the rectum is stretched enough to give you that sensation, you're not going to poop. So you poop and you think that you have evacuated all your poop, which is absolutely not true. Just get a glove, go buy a nitrile glove for $5. You can get a nice box like this. After you have poop, put a finger in your butt, take it out, you're going to see it's full of poop. So 99% of people, they poop, and then they get up and they go run the business, get a shower, clean, blah, 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 whatever. You get my point. They don't realize how much poop is still left inside, which is nasty because poop is full of carcinogens, among which colibactin. I posted a video about colibactin, this carcinogen in the poop. And as this colibactin, this carcinogen toxin that is in the poop, stay in contact with the lining of your rectum, over time it causes cancer. So you need to all the time make sure that your rectum is empty, doesn't have this nasty poop, right? So that this colibactin, which is a carcinogen produced by E. coli in your intestine, doesn't stay over there for a long time to act and to cause DNA mutation and to give you rectal cancer, right? And then, of course, as the day goes by, poop accumulates inside your rectum and my rectum. I come back after the gym or before the gym and I poop. I do the same thing. I do my mini enema. And I get up and take my shower, blah, blah, blah. Each time after I poop, if I do not take a shower, like let's suppose I took a shower, then I poop, or if I poop before I go to the gym, I don't want to take a shower before my gym, right? I take a shower after my gym, right, to wash and blah, blah, blah. But let's suppose I come home, I have my protein juice, and then I go and I need to poop before I go to the gym, right? I'm not going to take a shower before I go to the gym. I take the shower after. How do I clean my butthole? Well, obviously, I use water all the time. I don't use this toilet paper, right? I have this little spray that I have installed at my toilet, beside my toilet. You just call a plumber for $200. He's going to put this little spray water. You wash your buttock Or if you have a huge bathroom, you can put a bidet, but you can also order the plumber to put a bidet on your toilet. There's this special Japanese stuff that they can put so that you can clean your butthole with water. So after I have cleaned my butthole with water and I have done my mini enema, means I put water inside my rectum 2 or 3 times to poop more. I fill up my rectum with water, pressure on the pressure. I squeeze the stuff, the bottle, plastic bottle, or the little, the special enema, like a little tip that you can adapt. You can buy that on Amazon. You put it into your rectum. Make sure you disinfect everything, of course, after that. And you put water inside your butthole, inside your rectum. And then you push, all the excess poop will come out. You're going to realize, my God, I never thought I still have so much poop left inside, right? And then when I get up and I have washed with water my butthole, obviously, I'm not going to take a shower. I want to go to the gym. So therefore, I'm not going to be able to use soap to clean my genitalia and my butthole, right? So what I do is that I use some hand sanitizer. Here you go. Standard hand sanitizer. I am not advertising anything, right? I'm not here to advertise. I use hand sanitizer, right? It has alcohol, powerful disinfectant, right? And this one, I love it because it has vitamin E, all right? And it has vitamin A. These are all good for the skin of my butthole. And it has also aloe vera to keep the skin of my butthole nice and beautiful, right? And soft. So the same hand sanitizer that you use for your hands, I put it on a big paper towel. I put a lot, and I just put everywhere on my butt cheeks, on my butthole, on my perineum, between my legs. I also clean my scrotum, my penis. Everything in between is nice and clean, from my butt cheeks to my butthole to my scrotum to my penis. Everything is nice and disinfected, and I do this twice. I'm not advertising anything, but I like it. It has vitamin A, vitamin E, aloe vera. It has all the stuff that my butthole needs. And this is super clean. I get a pristine, clean, and perfect butthole. And then I come back from the gym. I take my shower, blah, 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 right? Let's suppose some days I wake up in the morning and I want to take my shower first. So I take my shower first and then I have my breakfast, right? It happens after you eat, right? You have what we call the gastrocolic reflex. You eat in the morning, your stomach dilates, it sends a signal to your brain that you are eating via the vagus nerve. It's a big nerve. That you are eating, that your stomach is full, that more food is coming, therefore you need to poop. It's called the gastrocolic reflex. Each time you eat, especially in the morning, your stomach fills up, sends a signal to the brain. The brain knows that you are eating, the stomach is full, sends a signal to your rectum, to your colon, that it's now time to go poop, and you get this feeling that you want to poop. So I had my shower already, I eat my breakfast, but now I need to poop, right? Usually I poop the very first after the breakfast or before the shower, right? But now I had my breakfast, I already took a shower, and I need to poop before I go to work, right? I need to poop every morning and every evening, right? Twice a day. So then, because I'm not going to take a shower again in the morning and wash with soap, I use this. And this hand sanitizer, again, I do it twice, 2 times. The first time was a big towel, paper towel, and I wash everything, right? Then I take some dry paper towel, I clean the excess, blah, 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 and I do it again, and the second time I leave it on, I put my underwear, blah, 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 I get dressed and everything, and I go to work, right? Obviously after brushing my teeth and blah, blah, blah. This is the best hygiene you can have for your rectum. To do a mini enema, I posted video over there so that you can lower your risk of rectal cancer. And also make sure you wash always your butthole with water, not paper towel. I don't understand how people can just wipe their butthole with paper towel and then just put their underwear. But you still have a lot of poop left. Means it's like you go to the restaurant and you clean your mouth just with paper towel after you had all this sauce and everything. No, after that you have to go to the restroom at the end of your dinner and you wash your mouth, right? You wash your mouth to rinse all the food residue between your teeth. You don't leave the restaurant just like that with this food stuck between your teeth and all the nasty stuff that is still there even though you wipe with a towel. Wiping something with a towel doesn't clean it enough, right? You need to put water on it. So when you poop, I don't understand how people use paper towel without cleaning their butthole with water, or at least you can grab some paper towel, toilet paper or paper towel, whatever it is, you put some water and you wipe, right? And you're going to see still some little poop is there, right? Because dry paper towel or dry toilet paper is not going to clean your butthole the same way it's not going to clean your mouth. You need to go wash your mouth and blah, 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 right? And after that, after you have cleansed your rectum inside a mini enema and cleansed your butthole with water so that there's no more poop, then don't forget to use this. Unless, of course, you take a shower. If you take a shower, you're going to use soap and wash everything in between. And for women, for ladies, make sure you don't put this inside the vulva because it has alcohol. You can use it on the outside of your vulva, right? Labia majora, labia minora, but don't put it inside, right? It makes common sense. Right. So, guys, I love you guys. This is Dr. B. Dr. B will always be there for you, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, race, politics, color of your skin, religion. I don't give a catso whether you're a male, female, anything in between, the Democrat, Republican, anything independent. Doesn't matter, whatever your religion, your skin, your race. I don't give a catso. I took the Hippocratic oath 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago, when I came out from medical school, when I graduated, to put your interest above mine and to never BS you, never lie to you, never tell you stuff that has not been proven by a scientific medical evidence like I see a lot of people doing online on every website. And it's pretty sad how much disinformation and misinformation there is in medicine. People giving their opinion with no scientific backup. Dr. B will never give you his opinion. Dr. B will always give you the scientific evidence, the proof that has been proven with statistically backed studies that have been peer-reviewed and published in medical journals, right? I love you guys. Put down your comment, your questions, any katso you want to ask down there, and I promise I will get back to you despite my super busy life, which I love, but I will get back to you. I love you guys. I give you a big hug like all of my patients. I give always a big hug to all of my patients, even if, believe me, even if they don't have hygiene, body hygiene, and their clothes are not clean, I always give them a big hug. When I come home, I always wear something only one time and I wash it. And I wear always something new. I hope you a wonderful afternoon. Wish you good luck and talk to you next time. I love you. Bye-bye.